Alright, so to sketch the cosecant graph, cosecant is related to sine because cosecant is actually 1 over sine. So what I do, I draw my sine wave first. So you want to draw y equals sine of x minus pi over 4. So how do you draw a sine wave? You need to know the period. The period of the sine wave is 2 pi. And then you need to mark your quarters, each quarter. So the quarters go, the first quarter go here, second quarter, third quarter, fourth quarter. So you need 4 quarters. So you divide by 4, so quarters equal to pi over 4. I'm not going to simplify the fraction because my phase shift is pi over 4, so you use the same denominator. So I mark before I start marking my quarters, I need to know what the shift is. So the phase shift is pi over 4. That means my sine wave is not going to start here. It's not going to go through the origin. It's going to be shifted to the right pi over 4. So I'm going to draw pi over 4 right there. It's going to go through there. Okay. Now from this point, I'm going to start counting. I'm going to start adding 2 pi over 4. So so that's pi over 4 plus 2 pi over 4. That's 3 pi over 4. And then we have 5 pi over 4. And then I have 7 pi over 4. And then I have 9 pi over 4. And so the amplitude of this function is 1, because we just have the x there. So I have a 1 here and a negative 1 here. So to draw my sine function, I start at the phase shift and then go the first quarter, then my second quarter, then my third quarter, then my fourth quarter. So that's my sine wave. Okay. Now, once I have my sine wave, it's pretty easy to draw my cosecant. All we need is get the asymptotes. So the asymptotes for the cosecant are points where the cosecant is undefined. So the cosecant is undefined any place where the sine is 0, because you cannot divide by 0. That's where you have your asymptotes. And how do you know where sine equals 0? Let's look at the curves right there. Y equals 0, so right there, and right there. At the x-intercepts, y equals 0. So that's where you draw your asymptotes. Right there. Right there. And right there. Now drawing the cosecant is a piece of cake. Just go to the vertices. Right there. And right there. And just draw. Remember, you approach the asymptotes, but don't touch them. So the curves in red are your cosecant of x minus pi over 4. But then you say, okay, now what about the intercepts? I don't have any x-intercepts because it's always riding at the amplitude. It never reaches the x-axis. It's always riding at the positive and negative amplitude. So no x-intercepts what about the y-intercepts? You say, oh, there's no y-intercepts either. And remember, this is just one period. I mean, there's more periods to the left. There's more periods to the right. So one way we can do is we can extend the sine wave this way. So how do we do that? Well, keep adding more quarters. Remember the increment was 2 pi over 4. So I got 2 pi over 4. That's 1. So I add 2 quarters because I need one more half. So that'll be a negative pi over 4. And that would be negative 3 pi over 4. So now your next vertex would be right here, and just extend the sine wave. And remember, you draw another asymptote where y equals 0, so it's right there. Right there. And same thing, our curve is going to go like this. And guess what? We have a y-intercept after all. So how to calculate the y-intercept? Well, you start with the original equation. So I have y equals a cosecant of x minus pi over 4. And at the y-intercept, x equals 0. So y equals cosecant of 0 minus pi over 4. So I have y equals cosecant of negative pi over 4. And this is the same thing as y equals minus cosecant of pi over 4. And what is the cosecant of pi over 4? Well, you don't have to memorize cosecant if you know sine of pi over 4 is equal to the square root of 2 over 2. So the cosecant is just the reciprocal, so that'll be 2 over square root of 2, which is equal to 2 square root of 2 over 2, and just square root of 2. But it's got to be negative, because, you got the negative right there. So our y-intercept is equal to y equals negative square root of 2. And that's it. Thank you for watching.